All right, folks, welcome to the stream. We're live from Lynn's Arcade in Seaside, California, and this is my first stream coming back from vacation. And there's been a lot of stuff going on in the pinball world the last few weeks. I've kind of been living under a rock, and I'm going to bring in some pros to kind of talk about some of the things that happened at Pinball Expo. We have Matthew Talley is here, Carrie Carmichael is out, and we also have Nicky Carmichael was also there. We also have Erica Svensson from Erica's Pinball Journey here to talk shit. And I'm not sure who wants to kind of just join me and kind of talk shit about Expo and all those things. We're shit talking. Yeah, exactly. So let's see how many we can get in the frame here. I just think I have room for 3 people or something like that. But yeah, we'll send Gary in. But let's start with the whole of Lynn's Arcade went to Expo.
Carrie, myself, and Nikki all went.
Yeah.
And Erica ended up going as well.
So. Yeah. That's cool. Cool. So what was your kind of impression? Have you been to Expo before?
Never been before.
Did you do the whole factory tour thing, or?
We did a tour. Carrie and I did a tour with Marco.
Oh, okay.
We didn't do the whole big one. We were able to kind of grab onto Marco's coattails and do a little separate side thing.
Yeah. Oh yeah. So you got to see the new floor.
It was amazing. The factory is dope. They streamlined their process. They made everything look seamless from what it seemed like watching them.
Yeah. So let's look at some pictures from the actual event here. So you got to hang out with a lot of cool folks here, right? So this is like the Pinball Brothers folks here, and
so we got
Steve Ritchie
and Steve Ritchie up at the top. We got Roger, the other one of the guys from the Pinball Brothers, with Carrie down the bottom right.
Yeah.
And then what is it?
Taco.
Zespar from Logan Arcade. That's the owner of Logan Arcade.
That guy there?
No.
That one.
Yeah.
All right. Cool.
Super rad dude.
What else do we have here? Yeah, first I thought that Nikki was sitting in Gary Stern's lap.
No.
Almost.
No. She's just touching his lap.
Yeah.
Totally different.
All right. I got to hang out with Jack. That's fun. And he played some labyrinth. But let's talk games later. Then just see what's happening here. So you went to a Stern Army thing.
Stern Army event at Microphone Brewery.
Yeah.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Oh yeah. Look at this. Look at this. Stern Army.
And dope as hell back.
Yeah.
Oh man.
Yeah, we were all mobbing that place with this. And Microphone Brewing is a hell of a brewery.
Oh, it's a great brewery.
Yeah. Sweet. Yeah.
And we got Tom down there from Marco hanging out at Logan with us.
Oh yeah, because is that the Logan Margarita?
That's the Logan Margarita. Yeah.
They make a margarita? I'm actually going there next week, so we'll see.
They make a good margarita.
All right, I'll have the margarita. Hang out with John Board. And did you win a playfield, or what was that all about?
Dude, it's so funny. So we're at the place. Microphone Brewing's got 2 sides to it, right?
Yeah.
And they're like, we're gonna do the first raffle, and they're like, we're gonna list off your name. Get your prize. And so they just keep listing off names.
Yeah.
And I'm chatting at the bar, and then they're like, Kerry Carmen. I'm like, woo! And I run over. I'm like, what did I win? They're like, the playfield. But what about those other people?
Yeah.
Oh, they weren't there. I get a playfield.
Yeah, if you weren't present, then you didn't get the playfield.
Yeah. Gotcha. Oh man. Well, is that a premium? Yeah.
Yes, it is.
Oh.
Yes, it is.
Have you got your premium?
It's shipped. It should be here in a day or so. We're gonna do a playfield swap though, so it's not gonna be in the arcade right away. We're gonna do a playfield swap so we get the signatures from the signed playfield.
Oh shit!
In there. So that's Matthew's cool with it. I'm pretty sure.
Damn it!
Oh, and then Matthew rocking out with
Biscuits. Yeah, Zespar has the animatronic band that they re-theme for like different parties and shit like that. And when different games come out, they do different themes for them. So.
Oh, that's cool. So they play along with the songs and shit
totally.
like that. Oh, wow, that's fucking dope. All right, we got sticker wall here. We got some Monterey Flipper pinball stuff there. That's
That was the
nice.
one Monterey Flipper pinball sticker that I think made it out to Chicago, and it got applied.
Oh man, that's cool. Some Stern. You had a Stern brew, right? Didn't you? Or
Yeah.
they had. Yeah.
Stirring up the volume from microphones.
Oh yeah, stirring up the volume.
And it's a pale ale because they're smart. They know that they need to have them buy a lot of them
Yeah.
and not get fucking trashed.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
And then Nikki doing the Centigrade 37 post.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
She did it, I think, flawlessly.
Definitely did. Yeah, if I ever get a Wedgehead, that one is high on the list. That's a really cool game. All right, sweet. So, what did you have from from the show floor perspective? Like, what did you play and see that was new and hot? Did you go to any seminars?
Did not make it to any seminars, but we did play Elton John.
Yeah.
And we played Labyrinth.
Yeah.
Elton John was cool, like neat shooter. We only got one game on it, but like
Yeah.
it was the line was super long.
Yeah, I bet.
And
But
the
it was
game
fun.
didn't play short neither.
It didn't. No. Yeah. So I get kind of like, I don't know how many Steve Ritchie games you can fit into one game, but was it like Spider-Man, Star Trek, AC/DC all jammed up in one thing, or?
Kind of.
Yeah.
Yeah. It felt very Steve Ritchie for sure.
Yeah.
Which I appreciate because I love him.
Yeah.
Great games, all that stuff.
Actually, I don't know. It played long for everyone but me, so I actually don't know what that game has to hold for it, really.
Gotcha. And Labyrinth, you're getting a Labyrinth, so do you know where you are?
He's getting a Labyrinth.
You're getting a Labyrinth.
I'm getting a labyrinth.
Nikki's getting a Labyrinth. All right.
Way to classify. That's the way to classify that. Yes.
Yeah. That's fantastic. So do you know where are you buying direct, or what's the take
No
on that?
and no, and it doesn't matter if you buy direct unless you were one of the first that said I'll buy it. And like with all decisions that I should have made immediately, I didn't. I mean,
Okay.
I always think, oh, the money's going to be right now.
Yeah.
And I haven't, decided this is where my money is right now.
Understood.
But I could have made that decision and known my money could have just been around the corner for this decision. Like it wasn't like I'm showing up to Expo and cutting out the 10G.
No.
That could have been in 2 weeks, 3 weeks, 4 weeks.
Yeah,
I think like right
yeah,
now
yeah.
I don't have it, but I was wrong. Should have just said go.
Oh man. So that said, you didn't buy anything else at Expo.
Yeah, just that game. That's all.
That's all. Yeah.
No, you bought me a present.
Oh yeah?
All right.
You
Yeah.
bought me a present.
It's a late birthday present
It
though.
is a very late birthday present.
Oh, very
Or
late.
early-
Come on,
or
don't give me
early-
very late.
Or
I'm-
early Christmas is fine.
Okay.
What was it?
Fair.
The Escalera
Oh yeah.
platform or the dolly.
Yeah.
It's got a name. I know I got the invoice. I saw
Like
the
a
name.
lift table or-
Lift
Yeah.
table.
Yeah.
That's
Version
Escalera
2.
lift table. So
Yeah.
now basically Matthew is a one-man band
Correct.
to like set up any number of games all by himself.
As if he wasn't already. He just doesn't have to break a back to do it.
Yeah. Understood. Yeah.
My
They-
knees are gonna thank you for the rest of my life.
Yeah. He's getting old. He said birthday present, but he didn't really say how old he was. So,
No. Very, very, very definitely avoided that.
yeah. All right. So those are the games that are coming in. Did you play Labyrinth at all, or no?
Yeah, we played it. I think two and a half times. I think I played it.
Yeah.
Maybe 3.5 times I played it.
Yeah.
We got to put our initials in. It's an absolutely entertaining game,
Oh, that's awesome.
They did a great job.
and you
Yeah,
know who's
yeah.
supporting it, right? You've got Bo and Terrence on code. What was the best part of Rick and Morty? Really?
Yes,
And,
yes,
I
yes.
mean, as far as the game goes,
Yeah.
truly that code. Now, the way the code was put into the game, well, that gentleman's also on the Barrels of Fun team.
Yeah. I mean, they have a pretty star-spangled lineup there. I think Scott Danisi was part of it somehow, and I mean the artwork is just fantastic. Let's just pull that up here and go over the frosted mullets. Yeah, come on, Nikki.
I got to meet one of the principal owners,
Yeah.
and he was talking to me, and he's like, you know, we got some of the top like pinball players in the world to help with like code and like shot layout.
Yeah.
We used all Valley Williams parts.
Yeah.
We used all our own money.
Yeah.
We didn't take anything up front from anybody. And we showed up to the show with like 10 complete games.
Yeah.
So what more do you want from us? And I'm like,
Yeah.
nothing. That's great. You're killing it, man. Like you're doing everything that all these other people didn't do.
So here you go with the, secondary backlash.
So is this the limited or no? Yeah. This is the limited.
No, there is no limited.
Is it alternate backlash?
It's an alternate. It's called Should You Need Us, which is actually kind of a clever name in so many ways, but it's the Should You Need Us backlash.
Yeah.
No David Bowie.
No.
There's no Sarah anywhere. You are Sarah, and I actually rather like it. I think it's funny people poo-poo the idea, but there's no Sarah because you are Sarah.
Yeah.
We don't know what you look like.
No. Understood.
And then the baby is in one random place in the playfield, so you at least know at some level you're trying to rescue a baby.
Yeah. Yeah, but the original backlash is absolutely amazing. So what did you want to look at?
Not yet. That guy.
That
the
guy's
fireys.
so funny.
That is
Yeah,
bloody
they
hilarious.
pop out in the
Just one side.
the apron. Oh, is there
There's
side?
one in the back of the playfield too.
Oh, is there?
Yeah, I think there's a third somewhere, but I know about those too. But the one that's right there just cracks me up.
Oh, every time.
That's hilarious. Yeah, so this flyer actually says a lot. What's going on in the game?
It's a clever game. It's well designed. Nikki, when we walked up to it, started singing the different sections. She knew the lines of what the playfield called out. In the line for playing the game, they had a little competition to guess how many David Bowies were in the playfield.
But do we ever find out?
No, but actually I did see something interesting about that. But you can look at the playfield and look at the depth on that bridge.
Yeah.
And how that insert goes under the bridge in your eye. It looks that good in person. I mean, it really is a very uniquely drawn layout.
Yeah.
So I heard that David Bowie appeared in the movie in different places 7 times. So the number's probably 7. And my hand, I was saying, well, that's obviously David Bowie's hand down there.
Yeah.
David Bowie. There's David Bowie's eyes. Well, that's another David Bowie. But I want to believe that there are now 7 David Bowies
So right here,
in the stone right there.
there's one.
Oh,
Like in the stonework.
oh
And then
shit.
there's another one like in
Another
other
upper one.
upper
of the rocks.
stonework. Where was that one?
It's up above. I can't really see from where I am.
Yeah.
Well, it's up in like this area, I think.
Oh,
No.
there is something there. Is that
No, there was another stonework spot where
You can see his face clearly.
But there's a little character in that area up there.
Oh, there.
That's David Bowie as well.
In the movie, that's him dressed up.
Yeah.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
That's some secret shit that you and I are in line the day
Right.
before. We don't know. We're just putting down numbers.
Yeah.
And I'm counting his hand and shit because I'm like trying to be all whatever. She's like, no, but that's actually a character. Well, fuck, you know this.
And he says, tra-la-la,
So the thing,
tra-la-la.
yeah. So the thing is, I watched the movie not that long ago because my wife loves it, but I don't remember anything. I don't remember like.
Do you have any questions? I watch it once a year, every year at least.
Oh, you do?
sit down.
I can't sit.
Yeah,
I can't sit.
you can't
Well, you
say.
stand
I'll
closer.
stand right here.
All right. But since I know you're a big Labyrinth fan, you
Huge.
bought like the Labyrinth T-shirt I made
Yeah.
like ages ago. And for the folks at home wondering, there will be a Lynn's Arcade Labyrinth logo T-shirt, so don't worry about that.
Cool.
There will be.
Good. I'll get it.
And yes, so how did this game shoot anyway, right? I mean, what does it feel like?
It
I
It
saw you
felt
play.
good. The shots up here, up in the little Scoopy area by
There's like a horseshoe.
the old
and-
man that gives the advice. Those are like a little bit tight, which is kind of cool.
Yeah,
so it makes
it's
them
a
a little bit difficult to hit, but the ramps are there.
Yeah.
That shot with the upper flipper is there. I mean, the shots are there. I would need more time to be able to play it.
Yeah.
But it's not a gimme, so
No.
that's kind of cool too.
Let's see if we
But
can get
it's-
on more details.
The artwork is so ridiculously perfect. They did not miss a character. And then sometimes when it's like got a lot of songs on a game, they can get old. But it seems like the songs only hit if you start something. So it's not like always going to be singing a song.
Someone was complaining about the like intro like
the
music,
humdrumness,
like the music wasn't like really doing anything, but at the same time, it's like you need to hit something to get it to change.
But for like a person like me, I love that was the sound that just went normally because it's just normal sounding stuff. So it's not it's the same as any other game where it might get a little old, but it's not going to be stuck in your brain all day of like Aerosmith song.
But I think that's really cool though, because because that's such a Scott and Easy kind of thing of kind of the build up to kind of change the tune depending on what's going on in the game, right? So
I think
the
that was
best part was that screen in the back that told you where all the shots were. This thing back here. Instead of having to look all the way up to see what was going on, it told you right there, which was so much cooler to be able to see like how many shots you needed left.
It's even like
you can't tell it's a screen, right? And they've done a really good job there, for sure.
And the call-outs were amazing.
If you're a Labyrinth fan.
Yes.
So do they have custom call-outs or?
David Bowie came in and did some custom call-outs.
No, that's not true.
No.
But I think they were basically trying to make it just a lot of like the Goblin character sounds as call-outs, and I think maybe the old man up there at the top that you have it on right now.
So that's
I think
the
he
wizard.
does some call-outs.
Oh, you can't see the mouse pointer, but it's the guy in his Santa hat that with the
It's
beard.
a bird hat.
Bird hat. All right. Obviously, naturally. It's just like, all right, gotcha. But a lot of the shots here I get such a scary kind of reminder of Houdini when I'll see all these like a million shots and super tight. But it's fun.
But
to
at first
play
I was a
too.
little intimidated by some of the tightness of the shots, but then I played it the second time and I started hitting some of them. And I think it's just going to be, you're going to have to get that flow. What intimidates me is all these red targets. Eventually that's going to have to be something that you hit, and that's probably going to be pretty murdery.
Absolutely. So that will make sure that they hit straight down the middle.
Yep.
And not too many toys to break, so that's awesome.
And that would be others' greatest complaint is that there aren't toys that interact with the ball, but I think that it's not that the ball's interacting with the toys are interacting with the game.
Well, they just
there's
made it
there's a
look
lot
pretty.
of passive
It
things
doesn't
like
have
that
to
pop
move.
up characters and whatnot.
I mean, that's driven by what happened on the playfield. It's just not going to get hit by a ball more than likely and broken.
I'm very excited. I don't know if you can tell.
I know you're.
Matthew, scoot over. I'm standing up here.
We did not get the topper.
You did not get it. I don't think the topper is that good. I mean, it's kind of fun, but
it's cool and it does talk to you, so there is something interactive about that. But we played that. What game did we play? The Godfather one, and with that little pop gun thing up there with that interactive topper, I was like, that's annoying.
Well, the topper on this, I don't know if you knew, but the actual the topper itself, it's casted off of the original Muppet.
Oh no!
They do look perfect.
So it's
exactly those Muppets.
Exactly.
Wow! So they used the original molds.
That's what I believe I had read.
I mean, they look perfect.
It's just I'm so amazed by how they managed to get like David Bowie fucking smacked dead on a backlash. I didn't think like a small startup would be able to kind of pull that off, right?
Well, no, they just called the back of the DVD and they were able to get the licenses for it. Just look up at how they made Predator. It's like the same origin story. Yep, I made your face do that. Predator never happened. It never had a license. And these guys actually know what the hell they're doing.
Absolutely.
But it is amazing, right?
Yeah, it is. I mean, I'm just like, I never thought, when they said like Labyrinth's coming up, it's just like, who will afford to buy like David Bowie's like likeness as off that estate? It's just
let alone Jim Henson. I mean,
he's another dude that you got to.
That's a Jim Henson movie.
It's impressive. It's very impressive, I must say.
The artwork on it is so fabulous, though. That playfield is absolutely gorgeous.
Yeah, I mean, it looks very unique, and I kind of like the whole, like, it's kind of like brown and kind of grimish. I kind of like it.
It's very grimy in that movie.
Yeah,
it's a gross movie. I was just talking to somebody who was like showing it to his kids.
The bog of eternal stench.
This is kind of weird and scary. I'm like, oh yeah, welcome to my childhood. All movies were weird and scary.
Yeah, so it's a fresh fork from the guys at Barrels of Fun for sure. In comparison to a Zombie Yeti game, this is just on the opposite side of the
They weren't trying to overdo it. They definitely put some nice shots in there. I think they kept it nice and clean. I think it'll be a fun game.
Understood.
I didn't think Elton John was overdone with toys or anything either.
It was really cool.
So it seems like they're going maybe back towards a little cleaner of a build.
Yeah, it was well done.
Yeah, so we had Elton John.
I only got to play that one.
Yeah, me too.
Is that with you? Yeah. I don't even think we took pictures of us playing that.
I did. I got one photo of you.
Yeah, so that will come in like 2 editions, like a Super LE and Platinum or something like that.
Yeah, we played the standard edition. We didn't play the
fancy one. But the cool thing about the fancy one is that topper was really cool for like the rest of us to watch. Because it showed like all the spectators a lot of information. That was kind of cool. It's like I could see what was going on in the game, even though I couldn't really see the game. I just kind of see the topper, which is sort of cool. I like that. That's kind of smart to do with the topper.
But it's very much a Richie game. You can see all the Richie things are there, like the bank to bank to
straight
drain.
up the middle, which was just such a gnarly. It's so freaking ridiculous. If you miss up the middle, you're hitting that center bank, and it's gonna drain you.
Yeah.
What is it? What's the Cobra Kai one that you made? The T-shirt that you made for us?
Fast range side tilts.
Yeah. So we sold that to Steve Ritchie. He was like, "Oh, I don't like tight tilts." Here he goes, "Yeah, but you like fast drains."
Yeah.
Maybe.
No, he said sometimes things just happen.
Yeah, but I mean,
correct way to say it.
He's been in the industry a long time. He knows how to talk.
yeah, but I mean, he has a drain named after him. So I mean, why? I mean, the drain is basically when the ball goes. You do a half C up the side ramp, and it just goes straight down the right outline. That's a Steve Ritchie drain.
Really?
Yeah. And it's the same thing like with Borg. If you have been Borg, right? It's when the ball is plunking around on the metal on the left side.
On the outlines.
Yeah. Guardians is like the worst one of them, right? The worst defender. But there are a bunch of Borg games, and that's like you've been Borg. Right? And the Steve Ritchie drain is when you do a half C up the side ramp, and it just goes like with laser focus straight out there, right outline. Yeah.
It's like you missed.
Yeah, tough shit.
Sometimes things just happen.
Sometimes things just happen. But it looks pretty fabulous, this game, I must say. I kind of like how they completely overdone it with like all the colors and the stars and the sparkle, and it's just like.
That's Elton John for sure.
Yeah. There's no doubt, 100%. Right? And for being a band pin, I think it looks fucking.
Hopefully,
awesome.
somebody nearby will get one of those.
Yeah. Oh, you're not getting one.
We're not getting one of those.
No.
It's a very expensive price.
Yes, it is.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, I heard Outer Orbit was getting one, right?
Oh, there you go. That'll be close enough.
Yeah. So
we'll go play there.
Yeah.
They have the best wings.
Yeah, so I need to go there and test out their internet connection. All right. So did you do anything other fun stuff at the Expo or no?
I mean, I did a lot of fun stuff at Expo. But this was probably the most exciting thing for me, being that it was my first time there.
Yeah.
And I've never been to an Expo where games were being released for the very first time. So that was really cool to like be one of the first people to see a game.
See and play.
Play it. So that was pretty amazing. For the rest of the time, it was just meeting, finally really for sure putting faces and personalities with names that I've been hearing for years.
Yeah. It's a little bit like that guy is he's shorter than he looks, right? And that guy.
Well, I didn't know who anybody was. You know that, right, Michael? So
I'm
they'd
sure
send Nikki up, and I'd just be like, "Hello."
Oh, that's awesome. But
so that was cool.
Did you also go to the microphone Stern Army party, or no?
Yeah.
You did.
Yeah, that was really fun.
Yeah.
Carrie ended up winning a playfield.
Yeah.
So that was really cool. And then it was already signed. Who was it already signed by? The playfield he won. It was pre-signed. And then 2 other people came up and signed it afterwards.
Dwight was the one that was very specific about, don't touch it, it's on a clear coat and fuck it all up. And I was like, okay, and then I like immediately like
put your slobby,
just trying to. It was fun. I'm bringing Erica in, she has all the experience too. We're talking the show, you better have both of the ladies.
But yeah, that was super cool to go there and like have that kind of time with everybody when they were just having fun. And totally just talking to people who I had no idea who they were.
No. I mean,
met a couple of guys from St. Louis who were just another like pinball. I think they were pinball place owners, and we just started talking about what games we would build if we had like the ability to build a game, and it was really just kind of it was so fun just to be around a bunch of pinball people.
Pinball nerds are the best.
Yeah.
It's like Comic-Con for pinballers.
Yeah, it is.
I was all
sure.
like, I listen to your podcast, I watch your YouTube. It was really cool.
All right.
You did a lot of stuff when you were there.
Oh man, yeah, I did.
Well, welcome to the show.
Yeah.
Welcome to the stream. So this is Erica from Erica's Pinball Journey.
Yeah.
She's local filmmaker here in the Bay Area, and you went to Expo because I saw your Instagram post and stuff like that.
Yeah, I was like, everyone's telling me, oh, you need to go, you should go. It was also my first time going ever. But I hear like since pandemic, right? Like they shut it down for like 2. Was this the first time it came back since pandemic, or was last year maybe?
I think it was last year.
Oh, I can't remember exactly. I went like before the pandemic, but they definitely shut down.
Was it relatively big before the pandemic, or was it like just that one room?
No, I mean it was 2 rooms.
Well, there was the tournament room.
Yeah.
No, the
And
tournament.
then there was like the speaking rooms.
There's
You went
speakers.
to
Yeah, I went to a bunch of panels to listen.
panels.
Yeah.
But like the main room that had pinball was just the one room that had the pinball.
Oh,
And
interesting.
Pastimes Arcade brought like a bunch of games. But isn't he the guy that owns Pastime? I think also runs the show, or he helps with Expo.
Oh, I don't know.
Yeah, there's a bunch of different exhibitors. I mean, I know Tilt Amusements brings like 40, 50 games to the show. That's where those are the games that are used in the tournament. So there's a bunch of different operators. But when I was there was like one big free play room that it was all sorts of weird games. And then you kind of had one main room was basically that's basically all Stern games, right?
Yeah.
And that's where
it was just like the one room.
One big room, and mainly like people's booths, like vendors and you know different people that have all sorts of.
Yeah, because that was in a third room the last time when I was there. All right, so they must have changed it somehow then.
Yeah, I don't know if they're just kind of consolidating it more to do more of the talks or something like that.
Yeah.
But I know there were other things happening in that hotel room at the same time too. There was the Vital Life or whatever the frick that was going on, and then Costco was there when we were leaving.
Yeah.
So I'm not really certain, but I was surprised that it was not trying to talk any shit or anything, but it seemed small.
Yeah. Wow. Yeah.
It didn't seem like focused on playing like all the, like people bringing their games. It was more, it felt like a distributor type of vendor thing,
definitely.
where hey, meet the vendor, meet the distributor. Because I was like, oh, I've played a bunch of these games. Like I kind of was like, oh, I've never played that. I'm gonna play that, and then I'm gonna try to squeeze in an interview and talk to people. And
I played a lot of Pulp Fiction. I played Galactic Tank Force quite a bit because those are ones we don't have here. Played Godfather a couple times. Like anything that was new that I had never really played before. But I never even went and played like a Venom Premium or LA or anything. I'm like, oh well, I forgot about that.
Venom kind of disappeared totally for this expo. I mean, that's
It was there, but
yeah, Stern's latest game, and they did announce the Elvira House of Horrors.
oh my gosh, and
right
that was beautiful. That was at Stern,
Stern
right?
tour.
Yeah,
Did
yeah.
you do that tour?
Yeah, I did.
Gary
the tour.
Matthew did too. I didn't show. I showed up late, so.
Yeah, yeah.
Wow, they had the game there, and it just looks gorgeous.
Oh my
like,
God.
if
Yeah.
I had like the original Elvira, I'd be like, I'm sorry, like I'm gonna sell this one.
Yeah. I've seen a bunch
If
of
you can
people
do it,
wanting
you know?
to get rid of their
Yeah.
OG Elviras for the new one, and that's understandable.
I mean, if you're in it for the look, right? Because it's like really pretty. It's shiny. It's like ruby red.
Yeah, with that black and white,
Oh.
and it looked beautiful just in pictures. And
Yeah.
Emoto and Marco were telling us, oh, it's even more beautiful in person.
Oh yeah, in
So-
person. It was like, yeah, it was great to do the tour. It was a
Yeah,
really fun
yeah.
experience. I think it was just crazy to be the guy giving us the tour. He like works for Stern. I forget his name, but he's like, this is like my second time in this building. I haven't worked from here in a minute. So he's like, so this is also my first tour here. Like, so it was kind of funny bringing out all sorts of people. And I wish I remembered his name.
What did they show you on that tour? I never even talked to the
Yeah,
guys about their tour.
let's walk through it. So you went to the new factory,
Yeah, I
right?
went to the new factory. We got on a bus, waited in line, and then you got to meet Gary.
Yeah.
Gary Stern was there taking pictures with like everybody.
Yeah.
And then you had a designated person come walk you through, and you see their new cubicle office space, like their big general area. Then they walked you through the line, and they showed you like who's doing soldering and where they have the parts, and they have a huge storage space. There's even a line that doesn't have anybody working on it. That's how big that they've expanded
Oh,
to.
shit.
Oh, wow.
Apparently it's like 60% bigger than what their old space was.
Oh, wow.
So they're like working on building, like getting more people on the line, building more games, catching up to all the orders that they were really behind.
Wow.
I mean, and they moved within like a week or something crazy.
Yeah,
like they were like, no, if production stopped, we got to keep going. So like they got from one storage space to the next, like just like
The logistical nightmare of doing
Yeah.
that, Jesus.
But apparently it was really smooth, and everyone was just like they were making games like the next day. So it was just like really cool. And apparently the press machine, they've been using that for years. They just posted on Stern's Instagram.
Yeah, I've seen
And
it.
that thing's like,
It's like from the 40s or something.
yeah, and they're still using it. Like I think that's
Did
so
they move?
crazy.
Did it actually move that? Or-
Yeah, they
wow.
have that there, and it was just cool. And everyone that's working there kind of seemed like happy to be like, I was like thinking we were gonna see people and they're like, oh, I can't believe they're touring in here, but they actually seemed like they were pretty.
Like, where are the Oompa Loompas?
Like they were like, we work on pinball machines, I feel like
yeah.
it was a good vibe. It didn't feel like I was like, hey, are you okay in here? Like it was like it felt
Yeah.
like they're happy to work there. I'd be happy to work there.
Yeah,
Like
yeah,
getting to make
yeah.
pinball all day, that's kind of fun.
But was it all new? Like, was it a new factory? Like, was it like a new building, or was it because the old place was pretty dated? Like, so I don't know if it was just something that took over, or
It looked new. It looked
Looked
like
new,
it's
yeah.
connected to like a FedEx building too. Like there's like a big FedEx thing right nearby, which is probably helpful shipping out games. I don't know.
yeah, they could just go next door and dump them. That's perfect. Use
Yeah.
their warehouse capacity.
Yeah, but it looks really new. Like the
Yeah.
building looks really nice. It doesn't look dated at all.
No,
It looks
no.
like they've vamped it up. They have huge, huge layouts, playfield layouts on the walls, like just blown up. Just like
Oh wow, that's cool.
crazy.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm sorry I missed that for certain.
Oh.
Yeah.
Somebody had to work.
Yeah.
At least I get to go.
Yeah. So no, it was cool. There's a little on the Instagram too. You can see it because you can take pictures. They wouldn't let you take photos.
No.
But you can take photos afterwards at the Elvira, and I bought some swag. I'm like wearing some socks I bought.
Oh yeah.
So I was
the
like,
full lifestyle.
I bought
Stern
all
lifestyle
sorts of
company.
swag from Expo. I was like, my first one, I gotta buy this, and get this. People give me some shirts and stuff. I got the hat.
Yeah.
But still representing.
Yeah, you need to represent Lynn's Arcade.
Yeah. I was telling people. Yeah, it was fun.
That's awesome.
I lied. I bought 2 games at Expo.
Oh yeah, what was the second one?
I saw the chat. Pulp Fiction.
Oh,
Yeah, but did you already buy one?
No, I hadn't had an order in yet.
Oh, well, I thought you had. No? All right. Yeah. So when is that coming? They're going up the line now.
Early.
Oh, early?
No, I won't have it early.
No.
That's probably a joke.
Yeah.
Yeah, everything's hopefully next year.
Yeah. But that gives me plenty of time to complete Pulp Fiction design I'm working on.
Oh goodness, you'll have plenty, I believe.
Yeah.
If Cactus Canyon may have anything to say about it, we may have some time on our hands.
Oh yeah, for sure.
And I'm not getting a bad mother flipper even though I would like us to be bad mother flippers.
Yeah.
I don't care about toppers. I care about history.
Yes. But you played Pulp Fiction.
Oh my
see,
god,
that was the other
so
thing.
fun.
It was, yeah.
I really liked that game. We played that one probably the most the whole time we were there.
Yeah.
Granted, it didn't really have any lines.
Because they actually had games. They had 8 games.
Well, they had like quite a few of them. So it's like you just sort of maybe waited like a minute, and then you're like, all right, that group's done.
Well, Interium had one. Logan had one.
Oh yeah, we played it at Logan.
The Logan one played phenomenally. The ones at the show, the pitch wasn't quite as steep. So, and the pop bumpers weren't as receptive. Like nothing was quite as responsive. I should say.
All right.
But the Logan version played like fire. And
it was broken in.
Pinball perfection. I love this game.
Yeah. Sweet.
Sorry, I didn't mean to steal whatever you're talking about, but yeah, I
No.
like
Yeah, you guys
Internet.
went to the CERN tour too. That's what we were talking about. I didn't go.
Did you go to the CERN tour?
Yeah.
With the giant line of people or in the private tour?
The giant line of people.
Oh, I hear they're similar.
Ooh, nice. You guys got the private tour. You should talk about that.
Well,
I went.
here.
I was like paying the extra money to go in that line.
The private tour got to see the wrapped up blood red kiss version of Elvira, but not it.
Yeah, we got to see it in the box.
Oh,
You got to see it.
Set up.
Oh shit. So you went early?
They were preparing for the next day.
Yeah.
So we got shown through and kind of got hustled through the whole thing.
I was paying
They
too much
got, like-
attention to the details. They
Yeah.
had to tell me to leave the building.
Yeah.
I helped Todd Tucky take his photo with it.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, I remember now. I was like thinking, I took a picture of it. Then I remembered someone was helping Todd, and then I was like, oh, I can help you take the photo too. Help Todd take his photo with Elvira. So
I did get to meet Gary Stern though.
Yeah, so
we definitely know this.
we had a thick picture of you sitting in his lap.
Oh no, I wasn't sitting in his lap. I was just lightly touching his knee, which I didn't know I was doing until I saw the picture.
I don't know. It's premeditated to
I may
me.
have had a margarita.
After he had a margarita, you had a margarita.
I may have.
He had
a couple too.
He was
Yeah.
fine.
He was having a good time at Logan.
yeah.
Oh, you can't see
there.
it.
He offered to buy me a drink, and I was like, no, I'm okay. And I'm like, man, I could have. Gary Stern buy me a drink. He was like talking to us.
Just said yes and like
Yes.
yeah.
Yeah, I said, I don't know what was wrong with me.
Yeah, there you can see the hand.
No.
Ah, that's hilarious.
Y'all are buddies.
He's really friendly.
Yeah.
He was really friendly.
And then I don't know what Matthew and I are doing in the
Oh, I don't
background, but we're
believe
in this photo now that I realize it. We're in the background doing
I
something.
can't remember
Well, we were getting ready to
guys'
leave.
name.
Oh no, we were gonna go next. Was that when we were going next
Yeah,
door?
we're gonna go next door.
That's
Yeah,
funny.
when Jasper showed us the biscuits.
So many shenanigans. Just
So many biscuits.
so much fun. People just we're so accommodating and kind.
And giving us free playfields and jackets. I mean, it was the nicest.
I mean,
So
seriously
fire.
though, not everybody had to be as kind to us as we were.
That's awesome.
Yeah, you can see the photo of us coming back in the back of the Prius with Carrie, Nikki, and I in the back seat with 2 playfields on our laps. Like looking
Because
over
Marco
the
won a playfield too, didn't
Yeah.
he?
Yeah.
No, which one?
Marco Ramirez won
He won
Was it
Deadpool.
Deadpool?
Oh,
Yeah.
right.
So he wins a playfield, I win a playfield. Everybody's like, this thing is rigged.
Yeah.
No.
Somebody
Can't
wants
be
to sell
rigged.
games.
We're just Lynn's Arcade.
So who was that event for? Was it for like organizers and arcade owners or?
Stern Army.
So,
Stern Army.
like, yeah.
So you're part of the Stern Army, which means that you're either owning an arcade that runs game or monthly tournaments.
Yeah.
You run a league that runs monthly tournaments.
Yeah.
It's basically for those folks. And so it was a maybe 80 people. Is that maybe
more than that, dude. It was a lot.
It was pretty packed.
I mean, the microphone was packed with a lot of these Stern jackets.
Oh,
but
those people were
nationwide.
so kind too. The people who worked at Microphone. Oh, my gosh, all
Microphone
the
was rad.
bartenders. They were so amazing.
They have a beer, right, with Stern?
Yes, we did.
Yeah,
And that beer
Stern
was
beer.
a very tasty beverage.
I always saw people
That's
with the
another
cans.
picture I never seen you. You're carrying that
I got a case of beer out. Bring a smile on my
in the
face.
rain.
Oh yeah. The Marco crew was stuck at the booth while we're like getting free playfields, so we went and got a case of beer for them.
So where's the picture with the case of beer? I've
It's not
seen it.
there. It's not on.
Oh no, but
Oh,
I
it's
think
not?
Mimoto had one.
Oh, yeah.
She might have posted one on one of hers.
That's the Logan Arcade entry.
Yeah.
There's a Stern Army jacket. This looks
Yeah.
sick.
It's fly
They
as
are-
hell.
They are pretty cool.
I thought it was a patch first, but it's a print.
Yeah,
It
yeah.
makes it even radder.
No,
I mean,
it's
isn't it?
fun.
I mean, it goes over the scene screen. I mean, it's dope how it
show this
goes over.
off.
I mean, we should show it off
Yeah, let's show off the Stern.
because there we go. I'm telling you that the screening over it is it's just ill.
Yeah, it
Oh.
looks great. Whenever I saw someone wearing one, I was
Yeah.
like, hey.
Mine's got all kinds of buttons and
Yeah.
stuff all over
She's
it
got so much
already.
more flair than us.
I always
Yeah,
got
yeah.
the on the front here.
We got the Stern Army and the Stern on the
Some
side arm.
It's like
embroidery.
embroidered.
Yeah.
So you all got these jackets?
Yeah.
I'm gonna make a patch that says Raccoon City Pinball.
Okay.
Oh yeah, I'll put it on.
Oh, yeah.
I'll put it on the. I'll put it on the left breast. Wait, right breast. Right breast. I don't know how this jacket works.
Put it on,
Got the-
on the
I've got the
side. Yeah, I'll make,
boys'
I'll,
night
make,
out
I'll make
pin.
it fit here.
It has the extra sentence on it.
You wear small. You can just have the jacket. It's fine.
Small, yeah. I will look
Child
like
size?
a
You wear child
fucking
size, you're good.
Wiener, stuffed wiener and that. No. Oh man. So okay, we're chat a lot about the Expo. What else? I mean, Erica, you were running around quite a lot there, grabbing people's attention. So do you have any?
It was true.
So do you have any like insights in terms of rumor, gossips, or Jaws information?
I did hear Jaws a lot. I also heard Back to the Future a lot. From
Oh
some
yeah,
people.
yeah.
But I've seen like some articles maybe about that already.
Yeah, yeah.
And I don't know. I had a really fun time. I had a
Yeah.
lot of people that are like interested in collaborating and interested to, you know, get to. I will have more content out. I was editing today.
Yeah.
And like come Thanksgiving break, I'm gonna have just like rapid fire videos, and
Yeah,
I have
yeah.
a bunch of interviews that I did shoot at Expo.
Yeah.
One that I thought was really fun was getting to know. I know it's a company that's a bit smaller and not people don't really have their game in Canada. Pinball Adventures, actually. I don't know if you guys got to see their game Punny Factory or Elements. And
Yeah.
I've been like reading stuff. People are like, "Oh, Elements." I'm like, "Well, it wasn't done. It was a prototype." So I've been
Oh,
hearing
yeah,
like
yeah.
everyone's all like, "Oh, the game, it's not great," but I'm like, "Well, it's not done."
Was it there?
It was
or-
there, and they took the glass off in order for people to play. And I actually think it's a really cool game, and I'm excited to see they took everyone's feedback, and they were just really kind, really nice,
Yeah,
and
yeah.
I like to see people trying to make pinball happen, you know. And I mean, I know the Turner Pinball too. I didn't get a chance to really talk to them. They had like, I guess a lot of like some stuff from Expo, people giving them some stuff, but
Yeah.
I think
Some
there are
stuff.
some
You-
stuff.
Like they're giving them gifts? Are they giving them gifts?
Yeah.
Like random
No,
gifts?
not
or
gifts, just like- just-
balloons, some confetti? No, not that.
Not that kind of stuff, no.
That's more for the Punny Factory, I'm guessing.
Yeah.
Oh, shit.
But-
You went to the homebrew area too.
Yeah,
right?
I talked to the
You any
homebrew
of those?
guys.
Those were
Yeah.
some interesting games.
Some of
over
those
there.
games were so cool. There's a guy there that even sells homebrew kits. You can find him on Pinside. I can't remember right now the name. But I think it's Trident. I want to say it's Trident Pinball.
Is
Yeah.
that going to be one of
On
your
Pin-
episodes though? Some of the homebrew people.
Yeah. So I
Cool.
interviewed the guy that made. I'm a fan of League of Legends, so I interviewed the guy that made the League of Legends game. And
That's
I,
legit.
Yeah, that one was so cool. I loved getting to play it, and he made a Beavis and Butthead too. And what was crazy was like he was talking about how it took him like maybe almost 2 years to make Lord of the Rings, to make League of Legends.
Yeah.
And then it was like 2 months for Beavis and Butthead. I was like, what? So just like after learning all the things. But he's also like a coder by trade, supposedly. Like there's some sort of techness. And the other one that I thought was really cool, I don't know if you guys saw Beer Fest.
Yeah, Beer Fest.
There was a cooler in this pinball machine, so you could like put your beer in it. And I thought that was like it worked, it was functioning. But I'm
They
pretty
didn't
sure.
offer that to me because I think my beer just stays cold when I drink it. That must have been. I didn't see that.
But I thought that was a really fun feature, and there was one that was like all crazy levels, like a trash one of some sort. It's like green and yellow.
Crashland. Crashland was rad.
Was that the one that had like that you played up on the backside?
Yeah.
Oh my God, that was so crazy.
There was a pop bumper up on the upper playfield that the way it would direct it, it was like it would toy with you.
I wish I had
You get a shot and you don't.
Yeah.
I think
I don't think we took. I don't know. I took any pictures over there. I know I walked over there and talked to Joel for a while.
That one was really fun too. Yeah, that one.
Oh yeah.
Absolutely.
It looked like the first one on Reddit there.
Well, that's
Or maybe
V1, I assume.
Oh yeah, he went way further up, I think.
that's
Way more
that-
trash in this new
Yeah.
version.
Yeah, it like went
Yeah.
all the way up. I feel like.
Oh,
there was,
so you
like,
play
no
it back in the
backlash.
wall now?
Yeah.
Oh, wait,
Yeah.
actually, wait, no,
Maybe it
I'm sorry.
wasn't.
No, this is right. No, this is right.
Is it right?
Yeah.
That's the right game, but I think that they've updated it since
I
this
felt like
photo.
it hit, the back was like almost all playfield.
Wait, I feel like you're right too.
Yeah.
So I'm not certain.
I'd have to look for a
if he was-
Joel.
Hey.
He's everywhere we look in custom pinball.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, but that
Hey,
was
look at
really
that dope
cool.
ass Lynn shirt he's got too.
Nice.
Oh, that's cool.
The homebrews, there was a lot. There was like
Yeah.
12 homebrews. There was a good amount there, and it was really cool. I unfortunately didn't get a chance to talk to too many of the people that made the homebrews. I was honestly overwhelmed, like going to Expo and like seeing all the things, like wanting to play pinball, but also needing to like film things and.
No, but there's so many people to talk to.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was a lot.
That was, and I just didn't know what to expect. But definitely for next year, I'll be a bit more prepared, and I'd have like questions and interviews probably lined up ahead of time rather than, hey, you ready to meet? Like, let's go, you know?
Yeah.
And like bring a light to like help, and I don't know.
Yeah, you definitely
It's
need
like-
to manage your time. I think that's,
yeah.
that's the key
It's-
to that
and
because it just flows otherwise.
Yeah, and with the releases, you know, like playing Elton John and playing Labyrinth, like, oh man, like that was really fun. I got a chance to talk to David, so I have a little David interview that I
David
filmed.
Bowie?
Yeah, David Bowie. He and
David
I.
Van Ness, you
yeah,
got
David
you.
Van Ness.
You got you.
Yeah,
We
so
did a little seance.
yeah,
Keyboard setup. Oh, tell me. Oh, that
We
could have
have
been
that
there.
set up on the side.
yeah. But talked to him a bit. It was really cool to hear about them because he was saying they're the first like pinball company to work with Weta Workshop. Who they do like all the little Warhammer figurines, and they've done like the Lord of the Rings movies and stuff like that. So they now have like an in with Weta. So I think that's why all their figurines look like a phenomenal in that game. Like, I mean, you guys have seen it. Like, and I'm really excited to see. But I'm also thinking like, oh, okay, well if they work with Weta, like what other things does Weta have that maybe if this game is successful, are we going to see a Warhammer pinball machine?
Well, they're talking. They have 3-4 licenses already stacked up.
Yeah.
So,
The Barrels of Fun House?
Barrels of Fun do.
Yeah,
So-
and I would think, so David has like a film background, kind of like, but probably definitely more extensive than my film background, but he has a film background, and so it seems like that might be the route that they will go, is
Gotta
to
let
license
in.
more films or
Yeah,
TV shows. And that's my own thought process is like, okay, they have Weta, he's from a film background, people approached him about licensing before, so
Yeah, because I was talking about that earlier on the stream that I've been so impressed that they managed to secure Labyrinth and they secured fucking the likeness of David Bowie on that game. That is just incredible. Because I didn't believe it at first. It's a Labyrinth game, just like fuck that. Nobody can afford that. But somehow they managed to pull that
managed
off.
to pull it off. They have a great
Gotta be
team.
an in there, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, so somebody knows this.
Somebody's
got
gotta
his
know
arm up and up
somebody
and
who knows
yeah,
somebody.
yeah. For sure. For sure, yeah.
We did get a chance to meet with Barry.
Yes.
Is that right?
From Dutch.
From Dutch, and they're going to put
number
a
of
game out
times.
next year. He didn't give us any secrets.
No,
yeah.
but
Everybody
So-
here is Back to the Future for that
Yeah.
one.
I was gonna say, is that what you're
They're
tying into?
definitely putting out
That
a
was
game
the
next
rumor
year.
a long time ago.
Yeah. That's what
I read
I
it on
may or may not have
Canada's
people
things
like
as well.
ask me or tell me things, but I don't know whether to believe it or not. There's a
Right.
lot of crazy.
Well, no, when they were bringing
thoughts.
up when they were bringing up Labyrinth, it was like, guess what it is, and people were guessing Back to the Future on that one too, and lots of different things. He kept saying Labyrinth. I'm like, they're never gonna make Labyrinth.
I was like, nah, Labyrinth
They're
game.
never gonna do it. Who's gonna buy that except for me? And then it was
Yeah.
like they had like 2 games left at the end of the weekend.
Seriously, they sold out direct.
Yeah.
They sold out direct, and I'm sure they sold out from distribution.
Yeah.
I
I wouldn't be surprised. It's gonna. It was a really good game. I played it about 3 times at
Yeah.
Expo, and I had fun the whole time. And knowing the little bits and pieces, I'm excited to. I'll release the episode soon. My interview with David. He talked a little bit about the game and some behind the scenes of like what went into it in production. So that will come out.
That'd be cool.
Yeah.
Were you a Labyrinth fan before or after?
I knew about Labyrinth, but I wasn't like I love Labyrinth, but not like Nikki. But I do appreciate getting to see a movie that I had seen as a child growing up. I was like, oh, like this is like okay, what generation? This like helps kind of fill in the gap and like where are these themes moving towards? You know, like
And that is, we are that generation
Yeah.
now. Why wouldn't they be pandering to us?
Exactly.
We're officially of the age
Yeah,
where
yeah.
we might have the money to buy them.
yeah. So it's like
I like all these arguments. We might see a fifth element one day.
yes, we're on our way.
Yeah.
But I think that from what I heard, a large female population of ownership. It's not just Nikki that wanted and purchased this game. This is one of the few times. Like, tell me when is Joe going to say, this is the game I need you to buy?
Well, I mean, it would have been Labyrinth, right? But I mean, she's not a pinball. But I mean, the thing is, I read some comments somewhere, I can't remember. It's just like, the thread on Pinside is basically people's wives convincing them to buy the game. Or something
It
like
is.
that.
yeah.
That was like the whole kind of mantra of Labyrinth. It's just like, dudes like me, I'm not like that interested. It's just like the movie's not appealing. David Bowie's fucking appealing. I want that background. I want it framed.
Yeah.
So I'm just hoping that anyone that kind of pitches in on the alternate back class have one for sale. To
Yeah.
me, sell me one.
I'll just give you one. I'll buy the other one. You can have that
But you
one.
can't buy that. You can't buy it separate. You can only buy the alternate. But if you get the alternate,
What? I thought you could buy the alternate
you-
in addition.
You can buy alternate in addition. It's a additional that you
$300
can buy on the website.
yes, but you can't buy the original. David Bowie is
Oh,
the
yeah.
No, but I'll buy
He'll buy the
gold-plated-
original. He'll put the translite in, and then
Yeah.
you can have the David.
deal.
You earned
So,
it.
Yeah.
You made me famous to the internet. You earned it.
that's excellent. Yeah. So,
But yeah, a lot of women like the Labyrinth theme, and I think that's really awesome too. It's like, oh, actually, there's a game I'm in, like Godfather. Like, I'm sorry, I'm not like super interested in that game. It doesn't appeal to me. But Labyrinth, yeah, totally. That's a genre. That's a movie that I could relate to, and I think it's kind of cool. Jennifer Connelly's not in it, and that you're the like adventurer as well. I recently rewatched the movie, and I was like, yeah, I think without her call outside, I'm okay. You know,
Yeah,
it's
yeah,
not fair. Would be like a bunch of the time. Like,
oh yeah.
So are you going to get one?
no, I actually.
Come on, sell the Lord. Get it.
I know. I want to get Elton John.
Oh.
Serious. That's the one you're on mark
Like
for, huh?
of my first Jersey Jack game I would purchase would be Elton. Yeah.
Wow.
Let's talk about Elton John. How many times did you play it?
About three
3 times.
times.
So 4 hours worth of your life was spent trying to wait in line?
Oh no! Well, I got in a little early once, and I got allowed to like come in once to like try it. But yeah, I waited. No, it was like 20 minutes. I waited like 20 minutes both times, maybe to play.
Okay.
All right.
And it was worth it for me. Like I'm like played it the first time, and then I was like, something's got to go. Like my lineup is about to shift. Like I was like, what do I have that will get me to buying this?
So which
game?
editions did you play? Did you play this? The
I only
super-
played the platinum.
Yeah.
The line for the gold was like way too long. So
So what's the difference between those from a gameplay perspective? Are they more mechs and toys in the expensive ones?
I think it's just the topper, the artwork, and there might be some extra lights or something somewhere.
Yeah.
But it
Like-
looks. I haven't fully looked at it. I mean, I took a screenshot today of like the two differences, but I haven't like read through it and been like, what's different? For me, I mean, I like the Platinum's playfield better. I like the Elton with the wings. You know,
oh yeah,
I like the silver
so the
color.
artwork is different from playfield. Oh, let's look at this.
That's why we have real talented individuals in this stream.
Yeah, like okay.
Yeah, that's the one
he's
I
got
like.
the jacket
I also
there.
like the silver more than I like the gold, but that's just like me as like a person.
I like silver more than gold too.
Yeah, like I just like
perfect.
I like that look on a pinball machine.
Oh my God.
More. This one is still beautiful. Francie did an amazing job on the art. I really like what he did. But I prefer the other Elton one. But that's just like me personally. But I love Elton. I've seen him live. I went and saw him before the pandemic in 2019. And I love the art for the Platinum edition a bit more too. I like the color. Like it's a pinball machine with like a lot of color. And
absolutely.
I just love his music.
The color scheme on both games are fantastic. I love it. I mean, I'm not a big Elton fan. I mean, I kind of grew into an Elton fan after I watched the documentary. I really like that a lot. But as an artist, it's just like, it's just some
and it's
dad rock.
not wide body. Like it's like a standard machine size, which I like those sizes a bit more. Wide body is a bit actually hard on my shoulders. I don't know what it is, but like holding a machine as a wide body can feel like tough on my shoulders. But with a standard game, it's totally fine. And I hear potentially that might be the route that Jersey Jack goes moving forward. Is games that are
so wait, the fancy version doesn't have leg toppers. We invented leg toppers with Godfather, and then we come out with fancy version and no.
But the topper on the collectors is like
I can't remember what they call it.
Awesome with the light show on top.
Yes, it has like a laser.
It's a laser light show on top.
It has a laser light show,
and
it
really
displays.
Cool. But you have to have the ceiling for it.
Oh yeah.
You know, like
you can't play it outside.
So they had a little thing there to project on, so you could see what it was projecting. But this one looks really great too. I guess I just I feel the Platinum is more in my price range.
Yeah. So it's like 10 grand versus 15 grand, or
it's like 12 versus 15.
12 versus 15. All right.
Yeah, I don't know about these numbers. So we're talking.
And according to my dad, I could sell a kidney for 12.
All right, then you just have to add another 3.
No, I would not. I do not condone selling orphans. No. But I'm really excited. I think I see this game in my lineup in the future. If it means getting rid of some games, it means getting rid of some games.
Yeah, that's just how it works in pinball. Something has to go. Yeah, it's only so much.
Or that, or I come across a pile of money somewhere that lets me.
Yeah, but you will still run out of space.
Yeah.
So
well,
it doesn't help.
Luckily, I still have some space in my lineup.
Oh, you
but,
do?
Yeah, I do have some space still, which is fortunate. But I do know eventually it will run out. But I'm still starting. I have about 10 games now.
Yeah.
But that's collectively with my dad. My dad has also gotten into pinball. He has two.
Yeah,
share Fathom. So
I mean that always helps when you're more than one person in the household. That digs pinball for sure. Yeah, there's some interesting toys here. There's like a live piano player and
pianos.
And this whole LED display they kind of put on the piano is pretty dope. I like that.
I like the crocodile. He's like he kind of moves a little. And the noise when you hit that rocket shot and you hit that. Like
I didn't get it.
There's like the third flipper, and if you get underneath it, it just goes like a like it's just like a really fun. It's just really great. I love Elton's songs, and I could see myself like just jamming out on this game. And the flow, I mean, it's Steve Ritchie. He's the king of flow. Like this game had such good flow.
Do you think Giants fans are gonna buy this game? Because I think they're not.
No, they're not. Because this is a Dodgers. Fuck the Dodgers.
But it does say Elton on it instead of Dodgers.
It does, but it's got the wrong colors altogether. We need to get the modder community working on the Giants version.
I'm sure there is a mod. Like the moment this game came out, the mod people are like, all right, here we go.
No, gotta do it. Gotta do it.
And there's actually a physical lock in the piano there. That's pretty clever.
Oh, it is.
Oh, it's beautiful. And what's nice is that third flipper at the top. You can like literally hit like any shot. So I feel like it's really great for entry-level pinballers because they won't feel like frustrated that like they're not hitting anything or the ball keeps coming back to them. Like I felt like I could just like if I hit, I went up this ramp, or I hit, I went up the other ramp next to it. You know, like
that's where they can have with code determine what that value is of having done so.
Yeah.
So they aren't limiting necessarily the physical shot complexity, but maybe perhaps what's available in the code. Which is very
Oh, she spins.
She spins, yeah.
The lights.
Is she a tiny dancer?
Yeah.
She looks very small.
Yeah, she's
She is the tiny dancer.
yeah. For this game, I'm really excited.
Look
I
at
see
all this
myself
bling.
maybe selling some games at Golden State. We'll see.
Yeah, so Steve actually has a new shot here, like that shot between the side ramp and the left ramp.
He did add a new Steve Ritchie shot.
So new ways to drain.
New ways to drain.
Yeah, new Steve Ritchie drain.
You want to be careful with hitting the middle records.
Yeah, I mean it's
Those will
like ACDC.
Yeah.
It's just angled perfectly to jump you in the left.
For things to happen.
Yeah, for things to suddenly happen. Exactly.
I'd say it has a bit of a Spider-Man flow
Oh,
into
that's a good
it.
point. Yeah.
Yeah, but I love it. The moment I can afford it, it's showing up at my house one day. So.
All right, you heard it here first. Eric is getting an Elton John.
Yeah.
Yeah, it surely is sparkly and colorful. I'll tell you that.
Yeah, I'm excited to play the Outer Orbit. I heard they're getting one, and so I'm just like, I'm gonna be
On
going
the
Outer
door.
Orbit.
Yeah, that's cool. All right, cool. So yeah, we need to wrap up here because league starts here shortly. Matthew's setting up the rig, and so let's talk about league. So who's winning league? This
John Tracy.
All right.
He's a clear far and away, but yourself, Matthew, and myself, at the very least, I know her as well, haven't had 6 nights in yet.
No, I only get 6 nights this season. But I've just learned.
Your schedule has permitted you exactly 6.
Yes. So I haven't touched a pinball machine in 3 weeks.
Oh, I love it!
So this night will be very exciting. Yes.
Oh, this is how I like to play Michael Madsen, if you didn't know.
Yeah, but you have to get 1 point per round, then you get to play me.
Oh, you guy.
It's gonna be one of those. Fuck this shit. I'm going home.
No, it ain't. No, it ain't. No rage tilt. No rage walk.
No,
Nothing.
no, I can't. I mean, I'll have to play it out because I'm only gonna make 6 nights. So.
We only get 6. John's at the top, and I can't remember who else is at.
EMG is up there, guaranteed.
Eric is. Yes, Eric is.
Matthew's there, guaranteed.
Nope. He's missing 2 nights. He's at 101 points.
Oh.
I don't know why I've memorized this number, but he has 101 points.
You're just like, I need to know what I need to get to beat it.
I might have 129 points exactly, but I'm not positive, and I'm not really comparing us directly, him and I. I'm not really paying attention.
It seems like you're reading this as your night kind of lecture. You know, everyone's points and how many league nights they played and all that good stuff. So who won last night? Who are we going to follow?
Yeah, who's on the mic tonight? Oh, great motherfucking Gorlick.
Yeah, he's mic'd up already. So
33.
Huh? 33 points. 33 points.
33.
Almost a perfect night. Greg Dunlap spoiled my perfect night. That said, Greg Dunlap almost had a perfect night and I spoiled his. So the universe is even. And I feel good about it.
Fucking spoilers.
So one day I'll have a.
So at least a Greg won every match last year.
There can be
At
only
least
one.
one Greg. One.
So there was a lot of Gregs in the top lap.
Yeah, a lot of Greg going on. But I guess we follow him. He's got a mic, so we already know it.
Yeah, we already know. So let's get the stream fired up so we can get some rating going.
The Walking Dead.
The Walking Dead.
I mean, we're Halloween themed on this lineup. That's where we're headed.
All right. It's all Halloween games up here.
The Foo Fighters was supposed to Halloween without making it like.
So what is?
Nice to see you.
So what is Funhouse?
Huh?
So what Halloween theme is Funhouse?
It's just fucking scary.
Oh yeah, you bet. All right.
Thank you.
Yeah, thank you, Erica, for joining the broadcast, having some chats on the Pinball Expo. This will be on YouTube probably later tonight if I manage to cut and post it. So thank you so much, and we're gonna raid Lynn's Arcade.